I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't quite know.
Oh,
But that was
goodness.
in Reg. But they have played Dust 2 already this season in ESL Challenger, and it was actually on Height's debut for Botera, and they absolutely owned Cybershock 13-3. Botera even picked into it. So there's a lot of question marks going into this map of Dust 2 of like, are we going to see a similar Fireflux to the last time these two teams played, where Soulfly gets a 2.46 HLTV rating, and if he drops 29 kills and only 10 deaths, or are we going to see a Botera potentially who nailed Cybershock in only a couple days ago?
Yeah. That player they play with, I think it's a tough one. I just called him Shine to be super easy. But the problem is, the second player, of course, the Swedish Shine. So that's probably what you want to differentiate. I'd just call him Shine Jez. I don't know. It's a tough one. But yeah, on the subject of Dust 2, I completely agree with you. And on the recent results on Dust 2, like you were sort of touching on it, I think there's a really good streak of results here for Fireflux going into all the end of last year and this year as well. You've got Apogee, Sashi, Cybershock, Spirit Academy, hello. They've beaten Kiyosuke. Isn't that wild? On a map which you'd think maybe is a map that Kiyosuke could farm on, Dust 2. But not the case. And you also rightly mentioned the game against Botera already. That was pretty comfortable. That was with all but one, like you mentioned. And that is what makes it, I guess, expected that they take this 1-2-0. But as we saw at the beginning of that first map, anything can usually happen. And, well, it usually does.
I think momentum plays a big part, though, outside of what map it is and all of that jazz. Just going from being 8-1 up, winning the second pistol round, to then ultimately spiraling away, where also in the final round, you had a 5 versus 3 advantage